Recently, one of my patrons pointed me out to this new trading strategy video that promises to make you earn $500 a day. Therefore, a big shout out to you, Matt, to tip me on this video. On this moment, that video already has over 34k views and over 190 comments, numbers that I can only dream about at the moment. But it looks like this strategy struck a nerve to many people. Therefore, let's find out what this strategy is and what the chances are that this can be a beneficial trading strategy for use with cryptocurrency trading. This half-hour-long video talks about the strategy and the two specific indicators that are used in it. These indicators are called Profitable Strategy 1 and Profitable Strategy 2. You can download these from the website if you go down on this page and click Download Trading System. But be aware that these are only for MetaTrader software, as far as I can tell. There are no TradingView alternatives for these two MT4 indicators. Now, the video is somewhat confusing at some points and the strategy can sometimes be a little bit complex to use if you want to follow it exactly to the point. It is said that this strategy should be profitable on different time frames, and we will see if this is really the case in this video as well. The biggest disadvantage of this strategy is that the indicators used are only for use with MetaTrader. There is no other information on the actual names of the indicators. Multiple people are already complaining about this and I cannot blame them, because without this information there is not much that we can do on other platforms than MetaTrader. However, I don't want to disappoint my loyal patrons and I want to provide at least a comparable trading strategy. So, with some assumptions and educated guesses, I think we can replicate the strategy quite closely. The first indicator that is explained in the video is unknown to me, but it closely resembles the parabolic stop and reverse indicator. Therefore, I will use this as the alternative indicator for the Profitable Strategy 1 in this strategy. I will keep the default settings here. The second indicator, that is called Profitable Strategy 2 in the video, is also never quite explained, but there is a commenter that recognized this indicator as the smooth Heiken-Ashi, and since this is the best information I have, I will add the smooth Heiken-Ashi to the TradingView chart too. The default settings will be used here as well. Now, the third and last proposed indicator used in the strategy is the CCI indicator for determining strong trends. Here as well the defaults will be kept. The original video talks a lot about the different types of Heiken-Ashi candles and which ones to use or not for the entry signals. But I think that the interpretation of these are a little bit prone to human error or can lead to false or late signals. So instead of using candle information for entry signals, I'll just simply stick to these three simple rules for long trades. The smooth Heiken-Ashi should be green, the parabolic SAR should be below the candles, and the CCI indicator should be above the zero line. Now the stop loss should be set at the point of the PSAR, and this is effectively making the PSAR a trading stop loss. Now if the trade has been exited because of the PSAR got above the price, but then the PSAR gets below the candles again because of a continuation of the trend, then a re-entry is allowed, as long as the Heiken-Ashi is green. But the final take profit point is when the bullish Heiken-Ashi turns bearish, and this is also the moment where the rules reverse and we will search for the short trading opportunities. So for short trades the rules are simply the smooth Heiken-Ashi should be red, the parabolic SAR should be above the candles, and the CCI indicator should be below the zero line. Now the PSAR is the point where the stop loss is set, so when the price gets above the PSAR, the trade will be exited. But when the price gets below the PSAR again, the bearish momentum might strengthen again, and more short trading re-entries are allowed when this happens. And the final take profit will be when the Heiken-Ashi candle turns green again, indicating a bullish setup where the whole setup reverses again. Now I have coded these rules into Python to be used with my backtesting engine, like I always do. And you should know this by now if you follow my channel. This way I can do automatic backtests over a large dataset, over multiple asset pairs and over multiple time frames. Because I want to get a good initial opinion about the performance of a trading strategy before I will use it trading crypto. I don't want to fool myself or any other person when I test this out and present it to the world. And as an added benefit, I can now also use this code to be able to trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with my trading bot. Now if you want to get this Python code to make use of it for backtesting on your own preferred crypto pairs, or you want a full report for further analysis together with all the backtest results for full transparency, then these can all be downloaded from my Patreon page. And for those who are beginning with algorithmic trading, for you I have written this book with all the information to get you up to speed by creating your own trading bot, start creating your own algorithms and do extensive analysis on your backtest results before doing actual live trading. But now the backtest results. Is this strategy fit for use with crypto trading? Well, if you look at these results, you already noticed that trading on the higher time frames has the preference over the lower time frames. This is because this is a swing trading strategy and they tend to be doing better on higher time frames than on the lower ones. The total hypothetical profits in this test ended up with a 1251% profit with futures trading, so we're doing long and short trades here. The win rate is pretty reasonable for a swing trading strategy, because win rates of only 40% or so are not uncommon with this kind of trading. Now the drawdown, however, is a little bit on the high side and maybe another additional indicator to filter out bad trades can be beneficial here. The equity curve closely resembles the peaks and troughs of the last crypto bull and bear cycles, and the corresponding drawdown curve is of course closely resembling this as well. Another interesting chart here is the trade duration plot. Here you see that the durations of trades are greatly varying from less than 30 minutes up to several hours. The profits that are made are relatively even between the long and short trades, but the long and short exit signals where the PSAR is used as the trading stop loss has been used primarily as the exit signal. The Heikin-Ashi based exit signals are never even used here. Now if I compare this to the high performing indicator scalp trading algorithms that were tested earlier, this strategy lacks in making profits. And in relation to other higher time frame swing trading strategies that I've tested earlier, this also scores mediocre. Eventually this strategy ends up almost exactly in the middle of the total strategy league that I have created. Now I do have to remind you that this is my effort to reproduce a trading idea of the original video, since the original indicators are not known. Also, the original video does not show on which evidence the claim of $500 a day is based. In the video there is no mention of assets, date ranges, time frames or any other information that can help us verify this claim. So I do think that we have to take the claim of earning $500 a day with a grain of salt here. Now, does this make it a bad trading strategy? Well, I don't think so, because it certainly looks like a good baseline for further improvement. And what I also think is that using the PSAR might be the wrong exits indicator, and that another indicator like the chandelier exit or supertrend indicator might provide better results. But that's something to investigate for another time. For now, this is it, and if you like this video and what I do, then give a like and maybe a comment if you have a tip on a trading strategy that I can test out. All the scripts, reports, backtest output and other files are downloadable from my Patreon site so that you can verify my results. And you can also support me by being a Patreon member and show your appreciation by supporting me. But for now this is it, and I will see you in the next video, because I will search on. Goodbye!